Hello world, Scott here. So you want to stop drinking, and you just don't know what to do you? Oh, that's malarkey. You know exactly what to do. Stop drinking. Stop using drugs. Okay, fine. I know you can't, right? Okay, that takes us to our first step. And here's what you're going to do. I'm going to tell you a couple of things, and then you're going to do them, and you're going to be a lot better. And things are going to get better, and your life's going to get better, and you're not going to wake up every morning feeling so damn much self-hatred, okay? Or embarrassment. You might even have a chance of getting your wife or your job back, or feeling good again, or having some hope. Remember that word, hope? Okay, I'll calm down. Number one, acknowledge. Acknowledge that you're powerless over drugs and alcohol. Is that hard? Okay, do it. I'll wait. Say it. I'm powerless over drugs and alcohol. Big deal. You already knew that. You wouldn't be here. Okay, number two. You're going to say and mean, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I mean whatever it takes to get clean and sober. You know what whatever it takes means? It means whatever it takes. Okay? Cool. You're not an idiot, are you? Most alcoholics and drug addicts are some of the brightest, best people in the world. They just took a wrong path and they got some wrong habit patterns, terrible habit patterns. You don't need to know why you're a drug addict. It doesn't help. You are. You're a drunk. You're a drug addict. So what? Because now you've got a way to get out of it. You do. Number one, let's recap. We're going to keep going over this. Number one, you're powerless over drugs and alcohol. Two, you're now willing to do whatever it takes, right? Okay, cool. Was that hard? I keep saying it, but you know, yeah, it's hard to acknowledge initially, but it's the truth. So move on. What do you care? You're already in terrible trouble, or you wouldn't be here. Number three, I want you to go to 90 meetings of NA or AA in 90 days. At least 90 meetings. Why? Because I am going to spoil your drinking. I am going to spoil your drugs and alcohol. Me? Well, okay. Taking a little bit too much credit? Perhaps. But you're listening to me, you know, and you know I'm right. You wouldn't be here. You've tried it before. Have you ever tried AA or NA? Well, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but I'm going to get you to again. And you're going to get to a meeting, and you're going to get yourself in that door at least once a day for 90 days, and you're going to stop drinking for 90 days. That's your initial goal. You know where you are now. You know where you want to be. You want things to be better. You don't know how it's going to look exactly, but you want things to be better. You want to feel good again. You can. Hello? Ah! A lot worse people than you have done it. A lot better people than you have done it. So if they can do it, you can do it. What one man can do, another can do. It's just true. Okay. Let's go over this again. You know, maybe we'll go over it 1,000,000 times. How's that? Okay, let's start again. You're powerless over drugs and alcohol. Number two, you're willing to do whatever it takes. Say it. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get clean and sober. And number three, I'm going to go to at least 90 meetings in 90 days. Hey, AA meetings aren't that bad, I promise you. NA, same thing. You know, all the people that you've been around that, you know, in bars, wherever, they're there now, the best of them, the luckiest, the brightest. They wised up. They couldn't take it anymore. A lot of them are a lot smarter and richer than you are, and they're there. You know, a lot of people are driving the better cars, living in the better neighborhoods, whatever it is, well, you know what I'm saying. I don't care who you admire or what you admire, but you want to feel better. And if you can get yourself to 90 meetings in 90 days, I promise you, at the very least, at the end of 90 days, you're going to be thinking more clearly than you are now. And you're going to have options that you don't have now. You're going to change your habit patterns. That's what this is all about, changing your habit patterns. You're going to like it, I promise you. Maybe not initially. Yeah, it's boring. Yeah, you're not going to like some of the people. Yeah, you're not going to like the places you go to the meetings. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. It might even be embarrassing on the first time you walk in the room. You know, let me tell you, these people do not care. They don't care who you are. They don't care if you come. They don't care if you don't come. All they want to do is stop themselves because they have the guts to do it. And you've got that kind of courage. You know you do. You know, the best person that you have ever been is still within you. The strongest, the smartest, the happiest. That's all still there. You've just buried it in drugs and alcohol and shame. and terrible behavior and God knows what else, you know. And let me tell you, if you don't stop, you know things are going to get worse. You know how to make things worse. You do it every day, but now you're going to make things better. Let's go over this again because it's important. You're powerless over drugs and alcohol. You've committed, if you mean it in your heart, to do whatever it takes because you bottomed out. You just can't take it anymore. Can you? Oh, well, if you can take it some more, go drink, go drug. Go out and do it some more. Wake up tomorrow morning feeling like a piece of garbage, you know. All your friends know you're a drunk. All your friends know you're a drug addict. Your family knows. It's no secret. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Everybody knows it already, and you know it. Just look in the mirror. See the person you see. You like that person? You like what they're doing? Of course you don't, because you're here. You exhaust me. That's okay. Number one, you're powerless over drugs and alcohol. Number two, you're committing to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get to a place where you can think clearly again and have a chance again. And number three, you're going to go to at least 90 meetings in 90 days. And if it takes more than one meeting a day to not drink today, because that's your promise now. You're not going to use. You've stopped. You know, I don't care. You got a case of scotch in the back room? Give it away or throw it away? I dare you. Oh, it's expensive. Oh, it's real good stuff. Oh, I could give it to my brother-in-law. You're going to do whatever it takes to get clean and sober. You know? You just bought a key of some fabulous grass. Ha! Great! Toss it. I dare you. Why? Because you're going to do whatever it takes to get clean and sober. Yes? Okay. I think that's just about enough for right now. What do you think? Are you going to do it? Are you powerless over drugs and alcohol? Have you committed to do whatever it takes to get to a meeting? Go to your computer or go to the telephone book. Look up AA. You can find a local meeting. Pick up the phone and call. Say, when's the next meeting? Get yourself to that meeting. If it takes 1 meeting a day, 2 meetings a day, even 3 meetings a day for 90 days, what do you care? All you want is to get to your goal, which is 90 meetings in 90 days. Break your habit pattern. Spoil your drinking. Spoil your drugging. You know, give yourself a break. Remember the things you loved. Remember the way people used to look at you. Remember feeling happy and dignity. Just remember how good life can be and know that it can be again. And by the way, you're going to meet some fabulous people in AA and NA. Really fabulous people. People that you can relate to. People that you can respect. And every time you walk in that room, you're going to feel just a little bit better than yourself. You're going to be doing something hard, often boring, often tedious. But hey, you've committed to do whatever it takes, and you mean that. And if you fall off the wagon, here's what you're going to do. You're going to start again on day 1, and you're going to do 90 days. That may be a little bit of incentive for some of you. You know, it's going to be hard. Your habit patterns are now to face disaster with more drugs and alcohol. Your habit patterns are now to face prosperity and good fortune with drugs and alcohol. How do you quit before Christmas, right? How do you quit before, who knows what? New Year's Eve. You know, St. Patrick's Day. Hey, you've committed to do whatever it takes. And if that means not seeing the people you're drinking and drugging with, hey, that's just the way it is. You know, because you've committed to do whatever it takes. No matter how hard it is. Okay? Now, if you'll do this, your life will change for the better. And you'll have an incredible chance. I give you my word. All right. We'll talk again. But for right now, let's just go over it one more time. Yeah. Again! You're powerless. You're going to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. And number 3, you're going to get to at least 90 meetings in 90 days, and you're not going to be drinking and you're not going to be drugging. And if you want a joint, if you want a line, if you want 20 drinks, before you do those, you're going to get to a meeting. Then if you have to do it, do it. But your 90 days hasn't started yet until you do your first day. and then you get 2, and then you get 3. And then at some point you're going to get to 30 days. Oh, and by the way, if you want to see a really good film about addiction, see Clean and Sober with Michael Keaton and Morgan Freeman. Watch it. Watch it 5 times. Watch it 10 times. Buy it. Memorize it. It's the best film on sobriety and getting sober and what it takes to get sober. And the devious mind of the drug addict and alcoholic. And you'll relate to it. And you'll like it. And it'll help. I'm just giving you that little present. Clean and Sober with Michael Keaton and Morgan Freeman. You can find it. All right. Thank you very much. And I'll be talking to you again. Good luck. You can do it. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.